Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and today we're going to be doing block 3 of our Anita Goodesign Quaint Applique. So I don't know if a few of you guys saw, everyone's saying hi, hello. We actually have a little bit of a surprise for you today.
We don't have one, do we?
Yeah, we do. Stop talking.
No.
Dawn. Lynn won't be in the chat today, so you can't say hi to Lynn, because she's right here. Say hi, Lynn.
Hello.
There's Lynn. She's gonna help us out with this sew along. So isn't that cool? And yes, Dawn is manning the computer and all the special effects. So woo! Okay, nails. I experimented. I didn't do so hot on my other hand, but this hand is good. So it's a chrome kind of water marble design. Everyone's saying hi, Lynn. So they're bright and kind of glowy, and I'll fix them later. So that's the nails for today. I was trying for a really special effect. It's cool though, don't you think?
They look awesome.
Lynn liked them. They look better in the light. You'll be able to see them better when we go to McDreamy. So today, let me move these. And I got I got this Debbie Mitchell, if you're watching. Thank you very much. I was really happy. This is what I'm going to do for today. So kind of a busy background and kind of a busy heart. But I think it's going to look good. I haven't decided what color I'm going to line this with. I might even do black. And this background, I decided to kind of keep the backgrounds matching, so the beige. I think that kind of works, and it makes the burgundies stand out more. So I think that'll be awesome. So there's only one applique in this one, so it's probably going to go a little more quickly than I like. However, the next block we're going to do is made up of a whole bunch of other blocks. I don't know the number of the one, but look in the graphic, and I put 2 pictures of it up so you'll know which one, and I'll do the graphic shortly, maybe Tuesday.
Let's welcome Grace. It's her first time.
Oh, hey Grace, that's awesome. Welcome. This is our fun time, our embroidery fun time. We're doing an Anita Goodesign project that is on sale, and it's a fun little project. We're having a good time.
And we welcome all the new people because we see a bunch in chat.
Oh, I love seeing new people. That's awesome. And of course, our regulars, you guys are fantastic. And as always, thank you so much for the moderators for helping out. I see Karina. Karina, what time is it there? Just out of curiosity. Misha, who else? Sarah, Sandy, you guys rock. Alicia, you guys rock. Totally. So what time is it there, Karina? I know. It's 9 p.m. in UK. Well, thanks for staying up, Sarah. I guess it's not that late. 10 o'clock? Okay, that's not too bad. Thank you. I hope you have a cup of hot chocolate. 10 p.m. in Europe. Okay, that's cool. So it's a pretty good time, I think. So if there's no questions, we should go to McDreamy. Lynn wants to see how McDreamy works. Oh, thank you for the donation. Hey, that's a flying pear. Gotta love it. Fab time. Yeah, it's a good time. And Sunday evening, what a better way to end off your week. It's awesome. This is our fun time. We don't talk politics. We don't talk COVID, we don't talk anything else but fun embroidery. We do, however, talk about, on occasion, going to Vegas and having a big old embroidery get-together.
I can't wait.
Lynn's going to come, too. You going to come?
I'm definitely coming. I'm driving to the airport with you.
Yep. You can drive. You can drive, Lynn. Your car's more comfortable than our little sporty car. So hopefully you guys got out your project bins. I have the same colored threads that I'm using throughout. the same layer cake that I'm using throughout, and it just makes it easy. However, I will say I took this burgundy and out of habit, I put it away and I couldn't find it, and I was a little upset. But I got myself together now. So, nice big piece of Warm and Natural. We are ready to go to McDreamy. Can we go to McDreamy?
And Cindy is saying hi to Lynn.
Cindy King. Hello, Cindy King. I'll say hi too.
Hello,
I'll say hi.
Hello.
Cindy is enthusiastic. She's wonderful. So, okay, can you see everything, Lynn,
Yes.
as we're
Karina
working
wants to
through?
know if you ironed.
No, I didn't iron. Iron what? Why would I? It's a layer cake. I kept it flat. So, no, I didn't iron. I did check my bobbin, though, guys. So, okay, how's the view? I think that's a great view. I am doing I think it's block number 10, and I'm doing the A size, which is 8x8. So I have my 8x8 here. I have the mesh stabilizer, and I just realized all this time getting ready. And you know what I didn't do? What didn't I do? I didn't load my machine. McDreamy is threadless. So, yeah, 10 points for Sue for forgetting that. I didn't even think about it.
You rock.
Hey.
Hey, I can pick on you. I have backup.
Lynn's not your backup. Lynn's not your backup. What are you talking about? It threads itself. McDreamy's very self-sufficient. So, McDreamy has a new needle in, and we're going to hope that solves my tails problem. So the first step is our, say it with me, placement. There we go. Lynn knows. And I'm going to stitch it out in black so you guys can see it. I don't necessarily recommend that because it might show through. But if I don't use a dark color, then you guys can't see it. So are we ready? Why isn't it? Hold on. It should be. It's all ready to go. Make sure the embroidery frame. Oh, well, all right. Problem solved. Look, the light goes green. I didn't have my lever down properly, which I thought I did. So apparently I didn't do enough prep work today. I forgot main things. So one of the things I like about McDreamy is that I can sit down to use them, but he's also very quiet. So you heard the machines downstairs. Hoo-ah, they're loud.
Very loud.
And McDreamy, I spent enough years with the loud machines. McDreamy's just nice. And it's right near my desk so I can keep an eye on them. We had a couple problems yesterday, but hopefully the tension issue, it looks like it should be okay. Maybe. We'll see. So the second step is we're going to put down our batting, and this is called a squaring stitch that we're doing, and it just makes sure that the batting stays out of our seams, and it makes it a whole lot easier to sew it all together if you don't have 2 layers of batting sort of thing. So it's important to do this. I like it. I probably should have put down fabric. Well, if I did it wrong, I didn't look at the instructions, which I probably should have. If I'm wrong, I can just do the stitch again. I should have. I hope you guys read the instructions. It's a great project to work on. I'm really happy with it. But we're going to trim this next. So you're quiet, Lynn. You're just enjoying McDreamy.
I'm enjoying McDreamy. I get to see him firsthand.
Yep, you do. You do. He's not the top of the line. He's the second. What's the matter, Dawn? Sue, Dawn, and special guest. You're special, Lynn. That's a good one, Dawn. I like that. Yeah. Lynn's lucky she lives down the street. So I see on McDreamy the next step is a square, so I didn't do it wrong. So, Dawn, can we go back to the desk, please?
Yes, desk is
Thank you. And we're going to do a little trim, and I can show you about the squaring stitch. So in this case, because I only have backing underneath it, I don't want to catch the backing in my scissors, so I am going to use my duckbill scissors properly today. I don't always, but definitely today, and try to trim as neatly as I can. I think my scissors need to be sharpened a little bit. See, that's not too bad. And just always take your time. You can trim at the machine, but I really think it's better to put it on a desk and move it around. Otherwise, it's pretty hard to maneuver your scissors properly. So this part slides so you don't catch it. This part is a little bit sharper and you would catch it. And basically, if you catch and cut the backing at this point, you will probably have registration issues. So take your time. The better you are at trimming, the better your final product will be. And it's cool. So I'm a little hacky there. Whoops. So I should listen to myself and do a better job. The problem is my scissors are getting caught on the hoop there.
What type of batting are you using?
Warm and natural, which is delightful. Isn't it nice and soft, Lynn?
It's very soft.
It's beautiful. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm a little bit off, but it's only seam allowance that we're worried about. So, and the other good thing is when you do it at your desk like that, you just shake off all the little biddly bits so they don't get under anything. So that's pretty good. 8x8 hoop trimmed up. The next step is going to tack down our fabric, so I'm going to go ahead and put it there. This is a busy print, but it's not too busy. Now I'm using the same layer cake, and a layer cake is 10 by 10, so I don't have to iron, I don't have to do anything. Someone says love warm and natural and the duckbill scissors. Yep, it's good, and the duckbill scissors do make all of a difference when you're doing stuff like this. So if you do a lot of applique, these are the babies that you want. I think you can even buy them at Michael's. So back to McDreamy, Don?
McDreamy's up.
McDreamy's up. So put in my hoop. Let's flip the lever down. He doesn't like starting without it. And you're going to see when it stitches out, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but there's a little ledge of where the batting is, and this is going to stitch out to square it up and make it really nice and easy. So if you can see here, Lynn, this is how I know what the next step is, because this square is going to sew down this. So embroidery machines these days are pretty good. So ready, set, go. Again, I'm going to use a darker thread, and just so you guys can see what I'm doing. But see, this makes it perfect. Makes it perfect. Very nice. I should have put some metallic threads in this mix, but maybe I will on the next one. The next one we're doing is a couple of Christmas designs, and then after that we are going to be doing ready, set, sew projects, and there's a lot of different techniques to try, so it would be really good. On the largest size blocks, can you use the layer cake? I don't think it's enough, but I'll double check. I think the largest ones are more for the luminaire to work. I don't even know if I have a big enough hoop, but I will look. Of course, I'm at my machine, and I can't look right now. So if anyone has it handy, could you tell me how big it is? Okay, so can you see how nice that is? So it's puffy, and it's right on the edge, and you can see that there's no thick batting. Sometimes it gets really hard to stitch through. The
large ones are 10.3.
Yeah, I don't think I can do 10.3. So you may be able to use a layer cake, but it sounds like it's a bit over and you don't want to short your block because you need, at least 1/4 of an inch of fabric all the way around. Otherwise, you're going to have a really hard time sewing it, and there's a really good chance that it'll come apart. So I don't trim this block when I take it off because I'm going to need this part to sew it together. So if it's over, like these are 10 by 10, sometimes a little tiny bit smaller, that's what you need to keep in mind. You have to have 1/4 of an inch, so you need more than that. So pull your thread in the direction that it normally goes so you don't mess up the tension. The next thing we're going to do are the leaves. So I'm going to take my lighter green because I notice in the pattern it has definition on the leaves like in the print here. So I'm going to use my darker thread for that part, my darker green. So Lynn, what do you think so far, man?
I really like this.
Are you a little overwhelmed? I told you it might be overwhelming. You can come over and use McDreamy anytime you want.
It's a lot to take in.
I told you that. Yes, it's a little bit overwhelming, especially my setup I got going here. We have lots of cool stuff. But I can show you around McDreamy after a little bit. Sorry about my hands in front of the camera. So now we're going to stitch out leaves. There's not too many of them, 3, 6, 9. This is a nice light and airy project and I love it. Like I said at the beginning, next week we're going to be doing one that's going to take a little bit longer. So anything good going on in the chat, Don?
No, I'm just having a good conversation.
That's good. Everyone does. So Lynn, the stitches that it's doing now is called fill stitches. So they're a basic stitch. And the first part that it's stitched out is called underlay. And that gives the foundation for the stitches. It holds it. Can you see that it's down? Mm-hmm. It holds it down. It keeps everything stable for the cover stitches. So it looks beautiful. So you always have to have underlay.
Okay.
You always have to have underlay. It's awesome. So it's going to put details over it because, you can tell this is a leaf, but the details are what make it Anita Goodesign and special and awesome, I think. So there's some writing on this one right about here. I gotta figure out.
Chirp chirp.
Oh, please. I noticed when people posted, they put chirp chirp on it. I was like, please don't read that, Dawn. Please don't read that. We don't need any more chirps. Thank you. So the leaves are going to show up nicely. They may or may not, kind of fall in with the background, but I think it's just going to make the whole thing look more full. I think if I had a plain background, of course, that would look good. But I think I'm still going to make it on this one. Even though it has leaves and stuff, I think it'll make it look like more flowers and prettier. So we're going to hope so. But I do love the colors in it. I didn't pull this.
This block's her favorite.
Oh, is it? I think it says do all things with love. There's another one with hearts too, which will be really cute. So hopefully this will work. I'm kind of experimenting. I pondered the black with little flowers on it, but then what would I use for the writing? Have to be something really light. So I just left it.
Sorry, can you mention in the video about the pricing thing? Because they're discussing the code.
Okay, so the pricing thing, of course, you guys know I don't control what Anita Goodesign does. So the Bless Your Heart code gives you 50% off until July 6th on any design, except the designs that are already on sale. Now this one that we're doing, called Quaint Appliqué, is on sale, and they give you 40% off. So obviously you can't use both the codes, so it's just a matter of $1. So probably next week they'll put on another sale, and then you can still use the 50% off code. So that's all it is. Yeah, until it expires. But while you're at it, you should get the next 2 projects with the 50% code, and they are all listed and linked in the OML Embroidery University Facebook group in the announcements. So you'll be able to find good links to it. Isn't that cool? The light matches the thread. It's bells and whistles. I think McDreamy needs googly eyes, although this part never shows, but
He's sounding good today, though.
Yeah.
I think all of our problems was the needle for whatever reason. We didn't think too much about it because we had just changed it. But I think that's the problem. He was making a noise. Woo, I was like, The noise he was making is that the needle was either bent a tiny amount or dull, and it could be dull for various reasons. And the kind of clicking noise was because it was having a hard time getting through the fabric and batting. And so once we changed it, he sounds normal. Always pay attention to the sound that your machine makes. You get used to it. I can hear Don's office is downstairs, and I can hear a problem if he's outside or something, and I'm like, oh, one of your machines doesn't sound right. And it'll be one thing or another. But I'm so used to hearing them that you can tell.
Now, could you have changed the color from green leaves to like brown leaves or red leaves for fall?
You can do any color
Any
that you
color
want.
you want.
Yep. You can look at the design on McDreamy. You can see this big thing here. That's the design. And because it's a single needle machine, you don't have to physically go in and change it. Often when I'm stitching something, I change the colors on the fly, and you just simply put whatever color you want in. So, yes.
Okay, so it doesn't tell you specific colors?
It does, but you don't have to. It actually, if you see here, 9 minutes. That's how long it's going to take at this speed to stitch out. So this is your progress of where we are on it and all the colors that we have to go. But if you wanted to, you certainly could. A lot of times I'll do that on the computer before I send it to McDreamy. Ooh, thank you very much. I see another donation. You are amazing. Isn't that a cute little dancing pear? I just love that guy. I think he's awesome. Thank you to everyone for any donations. We really appreciate it. So, okay, I'm thinking the greens are looking good. They're just enough difference between them to stand out. I'm going to do a very dark brown to attach everything. Oh, McDreamy, he's so nice when he works. So nice when he works. Also, Lynn, if you get one that has a D on the end, you get Disney designs that you are legally able to stitch. Nice.
Very nice.
I know. Otherwise, you can't stitch them. You're not allowed to. You can't sell products with them on because it's a copyright thing. But you can stitch them for yourself. So if you love Disney, get a brother with a D on the end. It's cool. They have a lot too. And I think in the States, you can go to Embroidery and buy some more if you have to give them your serial number and the whole bit. I don't think you can do it in Canada. I don't think you can buy them. So there we go. How's everything going in there, Dawn? Bless your heart. Yes, go shopping at Anita Goodesign. Lots there, and I think it's a great deal. I think they have something else, quilting, the big quilt projects on sale. So it's awesome. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. We appreciate it. Sue, the account on the accents on leaves, and look, yeah. if you want the branches brown. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I looked at it. That's fine. I just wanted to show up enough because I do think this looks cool. It's, you know, busier than what I do most of the time, but I do think it's cool. So, yeah, brown on the leaves is fine. I think that it'll look better. There is like a darker brown in here, so I think it'll stand out enough. What color do you guys think I should do the writing? I think it's black. It's just thin running stitches. Running stitches? That's probably not good English. Maybe. Tell Anita Goodesign that Sue and Dawn sent you. Yes, that would be cool. We don't have an affiliate account or anything, and you don't actually have to include Dawn. I tried saying that with a straight face. I didn't make it.
What's wrong with you over there?
Hey,
What, you think
nothing.
you got
Why?
girl power going on because you got a friend over?
I have a friend.
This
Hey.
is our space.
You just keep your earphone there, Dawn.
I'm listening to the lady.
Who do you have as backup? The Norseman?
I haven't seen
David Weaver hasn't been around. Who? A burgundy red that matches the plaid. Yep. There is. I love plaid.
I would have thought maybe some orange.
I didn't have orange in my selection yet, but it would stand out like a burnt orange. That would bring some color into it.
Oh, I'm backed up. Some of the ladies are helping me out.
Oh, please.
Yep.
What are they saying?
Nancy, Sarah J.
What?
She's gonna stick up for me.
Well, I suppose.
Well, you
said-
can have at least one or two.
The Norseman's in his man cave.
Oh, don't you wish you had a man cave?
Kinda do.
No, that's a workman cave.
It's okay.
A
I'm
working-
sharing the word.
A working man cave. Love, love, love plaid. I know. And in this specific layer cake, there is green plaid that matches the red that I'm going to use and brown. So, yeah. Wow. Kingstar Gold. Well, isn't that a good idea? So, okay, we can see by McDreamy. See, that stands out. I like it. It just makes everything look full. That was the look I was hoping for. Bit of an experiment, but I was pretty sure it would work, so we'll see. So I want something darker. Where'd my thread go? Oh, it's hiding. Sorry about my puffy hand in the way. Pull it in the direction that it goes. We're going to take off this gorgeous light green, and we are going to put a brown. It's kind of a dark brown, but you won't mistake it for black. And I'm hoping it'll stand out very nicely. So there we go. I think I might use the brown for most of the detail work here. I just think it's going to look good. And burgundy for the what? For the little, what are they? Cherries, seeds, or something? We'll see how it looks. If it doesn't look good, I can always stitch it out again with different colors. Oh yeah, alright. It's nice back stitches, which you can see. I think it'll be okay. I'm going to reserve judgment for it. I do like how the brown looks on it, though. It's kind of a bright brown, but I think it's okay. I wonder if I should have done it in plaid. I was tempted. I actually had a busier design, but for the fabric for the back, but I didn't think it was gonna work. So see, it's doing the detail on the leaves and the branches, and I like it. It makes the leaves stand out more behind this, or on top of this print. Were you saying something?
Green is camera bumps.
Oh, I was hoping to get away with that one. Thanks, Dawn.
Was that number one?
No, that was Lynn.
Yeah, I'll take the blame.
Okay, Lynn took the blame. Doesn't count, Karina. Sorry about that. How do you create back stitches in Perfect Embroidery Professional? I think it's a drop down on the right, so do it in regular stitches. It's over there beside the shapes and everything, and then it's a pull down when you select it, and you'll be able to pick whatever you want for back stitches.
Carol Bowser's asking if you've done any designs with Mylar.
Not too many. I found it hard to find. However, Anita Goodesign has a whole bunch of them, and that is a technique we haven't explored too often, so I think it would be really fun to do. I do have a little bit of gold mylar and a shimmering kind of color, so that would be a technique we can work on. So good idea. Dawn, can you write that down? So, yeah, good suggestions. We're always up for suggestions. Alright, sorry I had to take a drink there. So, okay, this is coming along. See how the brown on the detail work makes it all stand out more? I like it. It kind of gives it some depth. I think I'm gonna like it. Lovely connection stitches, too, from the top branches to the bottom. It's going around where we're going to be putting the heart. I kind of like that. It always looks darker on my iPad. One thing you should never do that I do all the time is y'all don't want to put your
Fingers.
Yeah, ever. People use chopsticks, people use different things, but it'll go right through your finger. Yes. So don't do what I'm doing.
Okay.
I've been doing this for a long time. It's no excuse. It could still happen. It could happen to anyone, but I still do it for some reason. But it's bad, so bad, Sue. Don't put your fingers in there. It's not
Bad,
a.
Sue.
It's not. You shush over there.
No.
Bad, Sue. That's a good view we have today. Look on the live screen there, Lynn. You can see it. What do you think, Don?
It's good.
It looks really good.
I like
It looks better.
You move the camera in so it's out of your way a bit more, so it's good.
Yeah, I don't know why I kept like elbowing it when I was at the desk. So, a little bit of a new view today. I think it's just as good as the other ones. Sometimes it's hard with the camera right in front of me. It's a little awkward. You alright there, Lynn?
Yes.
Lynn's a little overwhelmed. A little bit overwhelmed. Wait till I show her all the Anita Goodesign stuff that I have, and the books, and the things she can make. It's a lot of fun. I can't help it. Very good view, better than yesterday. Yeah, thank you. It was... it shouldn't move, but maybe it did, and I just kept bumping it. Like, it was annoying. So, I have to be able to, you know, work a little bit on it. So, I'm glad, Cindy, I'm glad you're happy with the view. We try to make it as good as we can. So, okay, we gotta switch to burgundy. So you see all the dots there, Lynn? Mm-hmm. That's all of these ones. So that's how I know to change it.
Those like little berries.
Yes, they're little berries. They are not attached. So there's going to be a lot of trimming. So we'll see what McDreamy does with that. So it's berry time. So let me change my thread. Should we do brighter or darker? Either one's going to show up. These are my two burgundies. I think that one.
That one looks good.
Yeah, it's a little bit brighter. I'm using the same thread colors throughout, so the brown was a little bit of an addition. And hopefully we'll be doing our applique heart soon, because it's really cute. I was going to pre-cut it with my Cricut or Brother Scan and Cut, but I ran out of time. because I was going to talk about it. So, whoops, hit the camera. That's one. Karina, I'll take the blame for that. So let's see what Mr. McDreamy does with this. So nice burgundy. You can use bright colors. You can do anything you want. Do we have a hound here? And we have a Beatrice. Say hi, Beatrice.
Oh, you failed.
It escaped. I'm sorry.
Look, oh, he's right beside Mommy, you big meanie. We have a hound. Tank decided to join us. And he came right over to me, and he's sitting with me. So, but he barks. So we're gonna try to get rid of him. Why don't you put him outside, babe?
He's gonna bark at the door.
Well, leave the door shut. You'll have to answer him up there. Oh, it's so cute.
He doesn't want to.
He does.
He doesn't want to go.
All right. Well, if B, stop. It will. Just let Dawn do it. Oh, Tank, it's okay.
Come on, buddy.
Just, you gonna leave him? Yeah, he wanted out. You big meanie bitch. Oh, here comes the beagle. B, fail. Beatrice failed keeping the hounds. Can you let them upstairs? Let them in upstairs? Sorry about that.
Sorry.
That was a little detour there. Intermission.
A little more extra guest.
Well, yeah, we don't like the doggy guests, though, because Beetlejuice bays, and Tank is a big dog, and he has a bark, and I don't want everybody to hear that.
Sarah J's asking if Lynn brought a huge bag to sneak McDreamy on in.
I think I would notice. And I think you need, like, a suitcase. He's big.
He's big.
He's big.
And plus, you know where I live.
I do know where you live.
Yep.
I do
Karina
know.
says B gets detention.
Yes,
Oh.
B, you get detention. She's not going to answer.
No, she's grounded.
Oh, I never grounded that one. I'm like, go out, please, go out. So, yes, we will give Beatrice a detention.
The new people are asking what kind of dogs we have.
Oh, we rescued, we're actually wiener dog people, and we had one of ours pass away just recently. It was Dawn's wiener dog named Gallifrey. So we decided to do something a little different, and we rescued them. Beetlejuice we got first, and he is I was going to say a beetle bloodhound, but he's a beagle bloodhound, and he's very busy and very active and full of love, and it was hard to keep up with him, so we got him a wrestle buddy, and who's Tank, and Tank is a treeing walker coonhound. So I actually wanted to call him George Cooney, but they left his name with Tank, and Tank is very suitable because he kind of plows his way through everything. And we have one weenie left, and he's an old man, and his name is Odie. Odie doesn't get up too much, though, but yes.
Sharon Crean's asking long hair or short hair weenie.
He is a wire-haired, actually, so none of the above. Odie is a wired-haired. Gallifrey, and I don't know if you guys know, but the origin, some people would, don't give it away. OML, they asked me all the time what that means. And that was my 3 weenie dogs that I had, named Oscar, Maya, and Lena. And when I started out, I was making custom dog coats with, Christmas with their name on it and stuff like that. So that is what the OML stands for. Did you know that, Lynn?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
You met Maya and Lena, right?
No, I didn't.
My weenies?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're at the Rainbow Bridge now, having fun. So yeah, it's kind of hard because there isn't any more Oscar, Maya, and Lena. Oscar was a long-haired, Maya was a black and tan, and Lena was it's called Wild Boar. So she was a red wiener with a little bit of black in it, but officially CKC wise it was that. So that's what OML is, and that is why the icon for OML is a weenie. That's why, if you've ever wondered, that's why. So yeah, there you go. What else is going on, Dawn? I know. What's Misha saying? Hi, Misha, by the way. Am I allowed to share my mug rug I just did with the Mylar? Designed by Tattered Stitch.
Yeah. To share pictures. I was just answering.
Oh, okay. You can share whatever you want on OML Embroidery.
But please, no links.
Yeah, no links. You can mention the name Tattered Stitch, but just don't link it. Yeah, any work that you guys are doing, put it up. Get some feedback. Anything by anybody. Just don't try to sell designs in there and don't link them. We just don't want links. You can say the name of the design, the name of the designer, and people can find it on their own. That's how we like to do it. So any designer, you're more than welcome. And if you really like or spent a lot of time doing or anything, just take a nice picture, post it up. Everyone loves it. You get lots of feedback in our group. Okay, I'm loving the burgundy. I'm pretty happy with that. Look, we only have a few more steps left. So, and you see that we're getting closer to the end. It's cool. I think we're going to do our heart. Now, the heart is called, the way we're doing it is called a raw edge applique. So you have to trim it out very carefully. I think all of the appliques in this design set are raw edge applique. So if you look at the little chirp chirp bird there, you can see that you can kind of see the edges. It's not covered up with big stitches. Okay, yes, we are doing our heart right now. So the first step is for applique. What is it?
Placement.
There you go.
Yay, I'm learning.
You're learning. Yay, Lynn. I try to repeat stuff like that again and again so new people, remember what it is. Because it's just a heart. And then there's an exact same heart with a different color. So placement and then stitch down. And we do it in different colors, by the way, Lynn, so that the machine stops. Because it wants a color change.
Okay.
I'm not changing the color, but it'll stop because you need it to stop so you can put the fabric down.
Okay.
And same again with this one. Ooh, nice big stitches there. Oh, they changed the stitch length. Oh, I love this plaid. I love it. And then the next one will be the finishing stitches, which are kind of open. So, Dawn, can we please go to the desk?
Desk is up.
Thank you. All right, so this one, I don't know if it's hard for you guys to see it.
We can see it.
Okay, because the outline matches it. I think I'm going to change the color for the finishing stitches. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe yellow, the pale yellow that I've been using. Now, I want to be kind of careful here because I'm going to keep the scrap. And remember, when you're doing raw edge applique, that you want to trim as careful as you can up to the line, but not over it. Now, on this one, the stitches are a little bit longer, so you have to be more careful. Turn the hoop so it's comfy. That's why I always tell people to take it off the machine.
Alicia says she's been using her new cutter for the applique pieces.
Yeah, I was going to. I ran out of time. What kind of cutter did you get? Because I have all three. I'm going to fix that little bit in the middle there. My duckbills, well, they'll go this way. I guess I could. I was going to get my little precision scissors out, but I'm good. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the OML Embroidery Gang t-shirts are up. I added a couple other things if you guys are interested, and Some of them ship from the US and some of them ship from overseas. So whatever you guys want, but it should be just right below what we're doing.
So nice.
Isn't okay. I'm happy with that. Isn't that pretty?
She's got this silhouette cameo 4 with the rotary blade.
Oh, there you go. I don't have a 4, but I do have the Cricut with the rotary blade. And it makes all the difference in my book, I think. Dawn, can we go back to McDreamy?
McDreamy's up.
Oh, isn't that beautiful? Lynn likes that. So I'm going to take a pale yellow. So I am going to change the color. The same pale yellow that I've been using, because I want it to stand out a little bit and I want a really, really good contrast. If I use the burgundy that I have in, I could also use white, I guess, but if I use the burgundy that I have in, it'll blend in too much. And there's usually some really pretty stitches. I think I might use that burgundy for the lettering. I think it'll bring it all together. So let's see though how this looks. So it's just a pale yellow, part of my, organization. We've used it before, so that's going to make it look really good when we put everything together.
The scan and cut and the Cricut maker.
Yeah, I have those two, and I have a Cameo 3. So Cameo 3 I use for business, and the other two I use for playing with. Oh yeah. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, yes.
Hello, perfect. You like that?
Linda's got a new scan and cut, but she's completely lost. Needs lessons.
I have a few videos on it. The scan and cut cutter, if you have the right version of it, so the most expensive version of it, obviously, that you can take applique from your McDreamy and put it on a USB drive and then take it to the machine and it'll pull out the applique. You just inflate it a little bit. It's really cool. That is the reason why I have that one. It's cool.
Loves your flat art.
Yeah, that's the star of the show with the yellow. Look how the yellow pops. Isn't that neat? It's all about color
love
choices.
that.
Yeah?
It's all about color.
Yep. Don't you be doing anything, Mr. McDreamy. So we've got a button up in the corner. I think I'm going to stick with yellow, and I will probably put a yellow button over it.
Dwani's got a scan and cut, but she hasn't got it out of the box yet after 9 months.
Oh, Dwani,
Get at it.
get it out of the box. Well, if that's something you guys want to work on, I do have a couple videos on how you pull the applique from your machine to the scan and cut, so you might want to start with there. It is, in fact, easier than you think, and it works perfectly. Just don't forget to inflate it. But it's neat, and you'll be surprised, especially if you're doing something that's repetitive. Like I made, it's a Anita Goodesign radial quilt, and it's very elaborate, but all the applique pieces are the same, so I just multiplied them, cut them all out, sat at the machine, and just put them on. Some people do the fusible under them. I don't. A little bit of spray, or I just carefully put it down, and it seems to be okay. So check out those videos. I think I have it under the playlist that says OML Crafty Extras. And check it out. You'll be surprised at what you can do. But if you have a cutter, get it out and get using it. Because, yeah, that would have been cool if I had...
For more videos.
Okay, if you guys, whatever you guys are going to watch, that's what I can do for you. As long as they get enough views. Maybe you guys can chat about what it is you need.
And post it in the group.
And post it in the group. Yep. Okay, there's some stitch lines. I think I'm gonna switch to the burgundy and do the stitch lines. Whoa!
Uh-oh.
What are you doing there?
Look at that. I have a little centipede or something here.
It's a fuzzy.
Yeah, that's what thread shredding looks like. Isn't that wicked? So there's pieces of the thread that are like twisted together. Wow! The burgundy just
Yeah,
jumped
Lynn.
out of my hand.
Who's throwing stuff?
I was Lynn.
Lynn.
I'm pretty fast on that, aren't I? Yeah, and I looked at it and I thought the stitches were a little bit sparse, but I didn't see anything. So that's a thread shred. So I'm glad I'm changing it. Always check for that. If it's not stitching out right, then there's something. It was all hiding up there. So that's from the needle, usually, Lynn. Okay, so these are going to be nice big stitches. Isn't that cool? And it just gets, one goes through and the other pieces get kind of shoved back.
So it's all just bunched up.
Yep. And one piece got through, one or two layers of it, and the rest of them just get squished.
Cindy's asking if you use any interfacing for your applique pieces.
I don't know. I just use the fabric. Sometimes I'll use, if I pre-cut it, I'll use the Gunold stuff that we have 4 tons of, because they wouldn't give me samples, so I had to buy a huge roll of it, and Dawn had to cut it with a saw into smaller rolls because I couldn't maneuver it around.
It's heavy.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Huge heavy roll.
So I try to use that as much as possible. It was called Goody Stick. It's lovely. It's basically the same as a fusible, but without the heat. And it makes the difference, the same difference that the fusible would make. But generally, no, I don't. There we go. All we have is the lettering left. I actually really like this little corner border here. I am going to cover up my shredded threaded with a yellow button because I think that would look nice. So when you're pre-cutting, like on a cutter, it's a really good idea to use the fusible. It helps hold it down. However, on my Cricut with the rotary blade, I don't put anything on it. You get the pink mat, and I cut out a whole bunch of pieces of fabric for Sam's PPE stuff, and I didn't have anything on it because I couldn't, because it was fusible. It wasn't fusible like a surgical cap or a mask, and it stitched it, cut it perfectly. So you don't always have to. It just depends on your system. And of course, if you don't have a cutter, you just do it the way I've been doing it and trim it in the hoop. It doesn't matter. Some people like them. I like to play around with them. I also like to write with them. Cricut is probably my favorite for that, although I can do calligraphy on the scan and cut. So if you are stitching something for a gift, it comes in handy that you can put, a nice card with it. I like doing that. Whenever I send out the Anita Goodesign winners, I usually design a little card to put in there, and it's cute. And it's fun. Just another way of being creative.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Are you yay?
So what do you think, Lynn?
She's a little overwhelmed. I haven't even shown her the laser pointers and the cameras and the scanners yet.
Are you enjoying yourself at least?
Yes.
Very much so.
Good.
Would you guys like Lynn to come back next Sunday if she can? Would you like to come back?
I would come back.
Okay. I should have asked you first. I do calligraphy on my Cricut too. Yeah, it's awesome. There's a slight delay, so you have to wait for everyone to answer. Yes. Maybe we'll get her to talk more. Now, next week, I have to tell you guys, probably Saturday night, I'm going over to Lynn's house. She's part of our friends circle, so it's safe. And I'm going to bring all of those gorgeous blocks that you guys sent to Lynn for her friendship quilt. And we're going to try to piece them together and see what we can do. So Lynn is the recipient and the designer. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And then I will sew them together. Do you sew, Lynn? No. Lynn doesn't do that. Lynn crochets and reads a lot.
Lynn's going to get her embroidery machine to do the sewing.
That's what I always said. I never sewed, and I'm like, I'm smart enough to make my embroidery machine do it, and I did.
I have a lot of space.
Yes, that's why we're going to your house, because you know one of the two hounds would hop down here and make a
You
mess.
got some ideas for that spare room now, do you?
I do.
Oh, it's a perfect sewing room. The rec room there? Oh, I'm envious already. Lynn's new house is
Lynn's
beautiful.
gonna have a she cave.
Yeah,
Oh, a she cave.
yeah. I think they call them she sheds.
Yeah, she should.
A lot of people who don't have enough room in their house, and it's a warmer climate obviously than ours, they convert a shed into a sewing room and they call them she
A
sheds.
lot of people do that.
And they're spectacular. Here in Canada you'd need some heat and some air conditioning, but
Definitely.
I'm liking how this
A
turns
she
out.
cave.
A she cave. And you know what? You'll get good. I'll cut out a sign in vinyl on one of my cutters and we'll make it official.
Karina is suggesting that Lynn does a live unboxing when she gets her luminaire.
Lynn's gonna get a luminaire and I don't have one? Karina, I love you, but shh. I don't think, would you let me play with it? It has a projector and big hoop. Like commercial embroidery size hoop.
Okay.
Lynn's just like, no.
My next question would be, what is a luminaire?
oh,
Step
step
up
up
from
from him.
Oh my gosh, no. McDreamy is my dream.
Yes. Well, he's called the Dream Machine. That's the actual name of it. McDreamy was just,
Loaded with Disney.
Yep, my favorite.
it's, I'll show you a couple things afterwards when, if you're not too overwhelmed. Does anyone else find embroidery, overwhelming at times? I don't anymore, but I try to remember that some people do. And I did tell Lynn it will be a little bit overwhelming to see McDreamy stitching and stuff that we're creating.
I did when you were teaching me.
What, found it overwhelming?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah? There's a lot to learn and you just have to take it piece by piece. However, Lynn, when you're doing something and you can't figure it out, all you have to do is text me and I'll help you. Or come over.
Come over.
Yeah. Lynn she lives like 5 minutes away, so yes.
They're suggesting that we sell McDreamy to you and then Sue can upgrade.
Oh.
Oh, you'd be lucky to get McDreamy. He's a good guy. He's a good dude.
Yeah, you really had to sweet talk him today for me to come over here and watch him.
Yeah, no, he likes you. I didn't talk to him. We had chats about his needle issue. It's like, you could have told me, McDreamy, but he's happy now. He has a little bit of attitude. Not as much as our Barrett 15 needle. That thing has attitude. That has attitude. It does.
Terry had attitude today.
Terry, yeah. We name everything here. I'm a big kid with an embroidery machine, and I still say George Cooney was the best name for our coon hound, but we're just silly.
I think so too.
Yeah, the kids were like, Mom, really? I'm like, yes, really. Put some glasses on them, cute as heck. Why not? But they disagreed. Why did I give in to that?
I don't know.
I think calling a dog like a human name like George is hilarious.
I'm disappointed. There's no chirp chirp on the thing.
On what thing?
On the block.
Do you see a bird?
No, but I like chirp chirp.
But not everything's a chirp chirp. You maniac.
The birds already came and ate the berries, so they're already gone.
Chirp chirp.
So it's doing a X in the middle. I think that shows up enough. I'll see it better when we take it off the machine.
Yeah, she says we named our walker Duke because he walks sideways.
That's cute.
That's good. Yeah, she has a treeing walker. That's the happy
He
noise.
sings.
I wish I could change it to some like heavy metal rock and roll. I think that would be fun. Over to the desk, Don.
Desk is up.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I like the burgundy here. The background's a bit busy, but I think it stands out enough. This, however, is stunning. I am super happy with that. So I'll have to think about it. What do you guys think? You crack me up. Jackie Cheek is laughing at Karina. I call my she shed the quilting house. Yeah, I like that. Everyone's having a good chuckle. My dog is Mia. My cat's name is Julia. That's good, actually. Julia the cat. You guys are fun. I like this. This is really pretty. Now let's see. I always keep my other blocks handy. Look how complementary that is. Same colors, same thread.
Mm-hmm.
This makes me happy.
That makes it right there.
I might do that heart on something else because that specific color of yellow is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Dawn? What do you like about it?
Well, I like the colors and the fabric. It's nice. I think the background's a little busy, but
It might be, but
it's not bad. It all matches. It looks really good.
I think maybe if I did this in black,
Yeah.
The
I'm
lettering?
trying to think of ways for that to stand out a little bit more.
maybe so I'm not going to unhoop it because I'm going to show Lynn how to scan and place things on it, so it would be cool. So they all need names and googly eyes. I like how you think, Sarah. Somebody finally noticed on Ragnar that he has googly eyes on his lights.
Yeah,
They're like, is that
nice.
googly eyes? I'm like, well, yeah. Why doesn't your machine have googly eyes? That's how I roll. I have a desk drawer of googly eyes in case I find a place that needs
Nice.
it. I like to go up into Beatrice's room and put them on her monitor because then she goes whenever she notices. But you know, that's fun.
Good one.
All mine have human names. That's awesome. That heart is just awesome against the background fabric. Yes, thank you, Judy Quilt. That is my favorite part. I'm not necessarily happy with this.
If you can get the lettering to stand out more, it's perfect.
Yeah, because I know I know the background is busy for this part, for the lettering. But I think this part, you can do it because it looks like all these flowers in the fabric are further back.
Absolutely.
So I do like that. I'm not happy with my choice here. So it's an easy fix.
For sure.
Or I'll do it again. If I can't get it right, I'll just do it again. This was actually kind of a quick stitch. But I'm really happy with these designs. So if
They
you
look
have,
good together.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful. That's what I was going for. It's a bit of a challenge to figure out, what colors we want to do. This is the first, boo-boo that I've made.
The suggestions are bright red lettering or yellow or maybe white.
Maybe white, although it's, now that we know where it's placing. Yeah, maybe. I'm going to check it out. Maybe I could even set it up so it's a little bit off. So I'm wondering if this yellow might not do the trick. Because there's no yellow in it. So, well, we'll figure it out. I'll post a picture if I can accomplish it. And if you guys have any questions about this stitch out or any of the stitch outs we've done, then ask your questions in OML Embroidery University Facebook group, and we will be happy to help out. So next week we're going to do another block. It's going to be a bit longer because we're going to do a kind of busy block. It has lots of sub blocks in it. So get a discount. Share the video with everyone so we can keep doing this. So thanks everyone for watching. Thank you, Lynn, for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yay! She's going to come next week and we'll work on the complicated block. But thanks everyone for watching as well. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye.